kettlebell windmill. Love this exercise. It's going to force you to get into the corner of your hip, get really good hip hinge, and it's great for patterning the position of the bent press. So there's a couple different variations of bent presses you can do, but I like this variation for my bent press. So I like the windmill as a bridge on that movement, okay? So setting up, you can do this without weight. Imagine we're standing in a clock here. I'm going to rotate my right leg to about 230, all right? My left leg is going to rotate to about 1230. Okay, so I have a little bit more external rotation on my right leg. Left hand goes up. Right hand is going to trace down the inside of my right leg, okay? So this would be the side I have the weight on here. I'm going to shift my weight to the, I'm going to shift my hips back to about 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock into that corner. So I'm basically going the opposite of that 230. All right, show you cut from a couple different directions here. I'm gonna reach those hips back. Back leg stays straight. You can have a little bend on that front leg. And I'm keeping everything stacked over top of my shoulders. Okay, show you from a different angle here. And you see that little rotation that happens, rotating, pushing my hip back into that corner. Now, when we get weight in our hands here, the common error is that you'll see when I'm shifting down, you see people start to round laterally their spine to get deeper down to the ground. I don't want you to do that. I want you to think about contracting this part and staying really stiff so that the movement happens through your hip. Okay, so watch the difference. I'm going to do it wrong. I'm going to round and reach. Okay, round and reach. Don't want to do that. Now I'm going to contract and move through the pelvis. You notice that I'm not going as deep, and that's okay, because depending on how mobile you are through your posterior chain, you don't have to go that deep. I want you to find the feeling, the tension. I don't want you to search for the floor, because if you're not mobile enough to get down there naturally through your hips, you don't need to go there, okay? Now with weight in our hands, I'm gonna find my rotation here in my feet, my splay. On the side. That is the windmill. Always default to going to something light or without weight first, and then building up that weight as you're, doing sets. Safety first, and then start loading.